This is Dr. Mike, your physical therapist. Hey, today we are here at our Jerry Howard Plank location here in Jackson, Tennessee. I have a special guest here for today. Her name is Dr. Rachel Humphrey. She is
I'm the Director of Clinical Education with the Developing Doctor of Physical Therapy program at the University of Memphis Lambuth campus in Jackson, Tennessee.
Amazing. Well, Dr. Humphreys, could you tell us again, where are you originally from, and then what are you doing here in Jackson, Tennessee?
So I am originally from Michigan. I moved down to Jackson, Tennessee to go to undergrad at Union University, and then got my doctorate in physical therapy at Belmont University in Nashville. And then I moved back to the Jackson area for clinical practice. I was in an outpatient orthopedic and aquatic setting for 15 years. And about a year ago, not quite a year ago, I switched over to the academic arena. We are developing a Doctor of Physical Therapy program here in Jackson with the University of Memphis. And I took their position as the Director of Clinical Education. I have a strong background in clinical education, was a clinical instructor for 14 years, worked with a wide variety of students, and always really enjoyed that process. So I was eager to jump into the academic side of it where I could work with more students, but I've loved the clinical setting, so I wanted to have that engagement with clinical partners like Dr. Mike. And so this was kind of the perfect fit for me, where I got to work with students and clinical partners and kind of combine those passions to kind of work on educating the next generation of clinicians in our chosen profession.
You know what, that's very true. We really need to educate the next, the next generation. That's the next generation is the future. We just had an election back home in the Philippines, and according to the survey, that it was the younger generation who actually, put the newer ones in our senators or whatever, the voting thing there. Well, anyway, you mentioned about teaching. What is the goal of University of Memphis here in Lambuth, here in Jackson? You mentioned about rural Tennessee. We need that.
Yes, we do.
Tell us about that more.
Absolutely. Our program goal is to create autonomous practitioners from a diverse background that can go out and treat a diverse patient population. That autonomous characteristic is very important to us, because we realize that if you are in a big metropolitan area and you walk into a new job as a new grad, you may walk into a clinic where you have 10 other physical therapists and built-in mentorship, so you can have somebody to bounce ideas off of. But in a rural area like we have in West Tennessee, you may have to fly solo from day one, and so we need you to be a little more ready to go than a program that might be in a metropolitan area. So we are really focusing on that autonomous practitioner, so that we know our students from day one can care for the people that are on their patient list, no matter where they end up. But our focus is really to try to meet the needs of our rural healthcare partners here in West Tennessee, because we don't have a PT program in the Jackson area. And so many of our clinical partners need PTs, they need staffing, and so we really want to work with them to kind of bridge that gap and supply those PTs into the local workforce here.
Well, first of all, I want to thank you for doing that, because we really need help here in Northwest Tennessee. I mean, Jackson is pretty a big city. Apparently it's like 100,000 now.
I know, we just hit 100.
But we still don't have enough PTs here. What more for the heirs? I live in Martin, Tennessee, and we don't have enough PTs there. We don't have enough PTs in Paris, Tennessee, Ripley, Tennessee, and the job posting there. The reason why I moved to Martin, Tennessee, because the hospitals were like begging, gave me signing bonus and everything, and because there is nobody there. So if we can develop a program, here in Jackson, with the support of the University of Memphis in Lambuth, and then the people in the surrounding area could invest in themselves, I think it's going to be a great value to our company here, or to our company, to our community. And again, where can they find you? What are the requirements to be in this program, and when is it starting?
So the requirements to be in our program at the University of Memphis Lambuth campus in Jackson, Tennessee, you have to have a bachelor's degree before you can enter our program. It's a doctoral level program, so you finish your bachelor's and then you do our 3-year doctoral program to get your doctorate in physical therapy. We have a list of prerequisites that need to be completed. You would need to take the GRE, And then you would file an application through the Physical Therapy Centralized Application Service, or PTCAS. And then if we find that you have a competitive application, we will invite you for an interview, and then make admissions decisions from there. And if you go to Google and just type in University of Memphis Doctor of Physical Therapy program, it will take you straight to our page, and you can see all of the information there. We also, if you're looking at our program as somewhere that you might want to apply, we're doing pre-admission advising appointments. I can set you up. Yes, I can set you up. If you want to reach out to me, my phone number is 731-425-1952. Or you can send me an email at Rachel, RACHEL, .Humphrey, HUMPHREY, at memphis.edu. And I will get you in touch with Dr. Tom Long, who is our Director of Admissions. And he can set up one of those pre-admissions advising appointments where he will look at your individual application, your transcripts, see what areas you're competitive in. He can give you tips on how to become even more competitive. So that would be where I would start if you're looking at wanting to apply to our programs, to do one of those appointments.
Let me ask you this. I know it's not really off topic. How about PTAs? Do you have a transition there? Do they need to get bachelor's at University of Memphis Lambuth and then transition to your doctorate? Can that happen too?
So there are some programs that are transitional from PTA to DPT. We are not currently one of those programs. That might be something for us to consider in the future. But currently, if you were a PTA, you would need to finish your bachelor's degree, and then you would seek entry into our traditional DPT program.
And you do have a bachelor's program too at University of Memphis Lambuth, right?
There are lots of bachelor's programs available. We don't require that you have a bachelor's in a certain area. You just have to have a bachelor's degree and have done the prerequisite courses that we require for our program. But we have.
Can they get their prereqs at University of Memphis Lambuth too?
Yes, you can get your prereqs with us. They have both in-person and virtual online options for a lot of those prereq courses. We don't have a preference if you do them in person or online. We recommend in person when you can, but it doesn't change the strength of your application if you've done anything online versus in person. And you do have the advantage if you are with the University of Memphis, with Union University, or with Lane College, all right here in Jackson, or the University of Memphis main campus in Memphis as well. If you are an undergrad student from there applying to our program, you are guaranteed an admissions interview. So you have a little bit of a competitive step forward by having that guaranteed admissions interview, as long as you have met our requirements to apply for our program.
Amazing, amazing. Again, thank you very much, Dr.
Absolutely.
Humphreys. But before I let you go, always remember the word FAST, F-A-S-T. Learn F. Find people that will bring out the best in you, because you are the average of the 5 people you hang out with. Today I hang out with Dr. Humphreys here. I feel like, I want to be a CI2 like her, right? So next letter is letter A, take action. All this stuff that we're doing is not going to do me good. It's not even going to do Dr. Humphrey good if you don't take action. Take action. Go to the website, Google their website. We'll put down their website later. University of Memphis Lambuth. Take action. Talk to their admissions people. Talk to Dr. Humphrey. You give her your number and social security and bank account number, right? Next letter is letter S. Share and subscribe. The more shares, the better. Kidding aside, shoot for the moon. Why? If you keep shooting for the moon, you're going to be missed with the stars. You're going to be landing with the stars. If you keep shooting for the moon, what does that mean? You're going to miss it. You're going to fail. There's no perfection in this world. You're going to fail. You're going to make mistakes. But what matters is how many times you get up and do this all over again. And last but not least is letter T is teach it. Why? Because when you hear it, you forget. When you see it, you remember. But when you're actually teaching it, just like what Dr. Humphreys is doing, you're going to understand it more. And that's what our goal is here at the University of Memphis Lambuth, is to teach you how to be the best therapist that you can be. Again, thank you very much, Dr. Humphreys. Appreciate you. And we'll see you in the next episode of our Jerry Hab Show. Thank you.
HelloNote is a truly therapist-friendly practice management solution with integrated EMR that will enhance workflow, efficiency, and patient care. HelloNote reduces error and allows you to spend more time with your patients. It comes integrated with billing. Claims are generated once a note is completed. You can bill with one click and a patient portal, which streamlines the patient intake process. beautifully engineered and cloud-based for easy accessibility, the software works on all platforms. You can access patient records from anywhere. We also offer 24/7 support. HelloNote is the practice management solution that you're looking for.